Hi everyone, I'm Laura and this is Go Simply. Today we have a 15-minute workout for the full body down on the mat. We're going to be working the arms, the legs, the back, the abs. We're going to get all in, like I said, 15 minutes. So grab your mat and let's get moving. Okay, first move, side plank with a dip. Doesn't matter which side you're on, we're going to do both. We have this for 30 seconds. All of our moves are 30 seconds today. There's no time in between. We're just rolling right into the next move. Do not worry if you don't get in right away. If you get 20 seconds of the move, that's great. I will let you know what's coming up next. And next up we have a back bow. So down on your tummy. Arch and lower. Nice and slow. Again, 30 seconds per move. And we will repeat the exercises for a second time. In sort of little groupings, we have three sort of circuits. And this first one has 4 moves, and we're moving up next to a side plank on the other side. I'm just going to roll this way for ease. So up, and we're doing the plank with the dip on this side. So we're getting both sides in. Didn't matter which side you started with. Okay, next up we're doing a frog crunch. So rolling onto the back, and we're going to try and tap those knees and then push the legs straight out. So the knees go out to the side to match the elbows. If it's too much to do 2 legs at one time, that's fine. Put one leg down, tap, and then switch and do the other side. And just keep those legs out wide, okay? There are definitely lots of modifications we can do here. Okay, we're back to the hip dip on the other side, back to the one we started with. So we're going to do all of those moves again. And then we'll move into a new circuit. So these workouts move fast, and that's good. We don't have time to get bored. The moves are simple enough that we pick them up quickly. Back bow. We're not rushing. We're catching up when we can. Like I said, if we get 20 seconds per exercise, we're good. Okay, we're going to get ready to do that hip dip on the other side. Okay, when you hear those 3 beeps together, that can be your warning that we are switching. Those 3 close beeps say, we're about done. And of course, there is the timer on the screen to follow as well. Okay, so we're going to be moving back to that frog crunch. I like a workout that's fast-paced like this because I don't have time to get sick of the exercise, which is nice. Okay, so we're moving to a new one after this. We're going to do a side leg lift. So we're just going to roll onto our side like we did before and lift the top leg. So we'll finish up here. Okay, so rolling onto that side leg lift, outside leg lift. Okay, we don't need to go super high. We want to keep the muscles along the side of the leg nice and tight. Okay, so we have a few more seconds here. Then we're going to do an inside leg lift. So I want you to hold that leg up top out and try and touch it with the bottom leg. Now we're doing the inside leg lift. We didn't even have to move for this one. I love doing things lying on my side. Okay, a few more seconds here. We're going to get up and do a crab march. Okay, so marching, you can try and touch those toes if you want. If that's too much, then I want you to focus on the lower. Okay? Focus on lifting those legs. If you've got it, add the challenge. It is definitely a challenge to add this. And then we're going to whip around. I'm going to put my head at the other end, and we're going to go back to the outside leg lift on the other side of the body. So I'm coming down, and I'm lifting the outside leg, or the top leg, I should say. This is fast. These 15 minutes are going to go by so fast. No time to really get bored, right? Hold that leg up. Lower leg comes up to try and meet the top so we can get those inside thigh muscles. And then we have one more exercise in this grouping, and then we'll start this grouping again. So the last exercise we're going to do is a tricep dip. So it's the same position as that crab march, but we're just going to use the upper body this time. Bend our elbows back. Okay, so like I said, same position, but bend those elbows back. Get those triceps working this time. Then I'm going to put my head at the other end, and we're going to start again with the top leg lifting. I'm going to do all of those exercises one more time, and then we'll move into our last little segment. Okay, so head down at this end, top leg lifts. Let me know if you like this fast-paced workout. It certainly makes things go very quickly. However, sometimes on the mat, people like things to slow down a bit more. I could definitely do that as well. I could double up the sort of time in between here. Okay, so get ready. We're going to hold that leg up and bring the bottom to meet it. Like, for example, I could set these exercises for 45 seconds each so that we have a bit more time to rotate in between. But again, we're aiming to get, if we get 20 seconds of each exercise, that is great. Because we're doing them all twice, so you add it up, that's 40 seconds per. Okay, we're going back to that crab march. So up on the hands and the feet, and trying to touch that foot. If that's not for you, then this is the one where we're just marching the legs, because we get the arms later. So it's up to you, whatever works today. We get a double whammy for arms when we do it like this. Okay. Other side, top leg lift. I do try when I do these faster workouts to keep sort of the movements in the same general area, so it's not like you're, up and down and up and down. Okay, so hold that top leg out. Bring the lower leg to meet it. Actually gets your heart rate up. It can turn a mat workout into a bit of like a mobility cardio as well when you're doing this, and I like that. Okay, so next up we have those tricep dips. So same position as the crab walk that we were doing, but we're just moving the arms this time. Okay, and that's the last in this circuit. So after this, we're going to get over onto our hands and knees, and we're going to really work the back of the leg and the glutes. So a few more seconds here, and then we're going to get over onto our hands and knees and do a rear leg raise. Doesn't matter which leg you start with, we will do both. Okay, so hands and knees. Take one leg straight and lift. Okay, you can sort of have your toes sort of dig into the floor every time it comes back and raise that heel to the ceiling. And we're going to use this same leg for the next exercise and do a fire hydrant. Some of you maybe remember it. It's an old exercise. I love it. Works so well. It sticks around because it works well. These back to basic moves, it's the way to go. Okay, so fire hydrant, same leg. So leg is bent at a 90-degree angle and you're just lifting it out to the side. Trying to keep the pressure in both hands on the mat that equal. And not lifting too fast. We definitely want those side glute muscles to be doing the work here, not momentum. Next up we have a plank saw. Down on those elbows, plank position, and sort of push forward and back. Nice and slow. Now, if doing a plank from your toes is not your thing, that's okay. Go to the knees. You won't get quite as much saw motion, and the bum will come up slightly as you saw, but you can still do it. Okay? If you can, from the toes. Now we're going to switch and lift the other leg. So back to those hands and knees, other leg back and lifting up and down. So you're digging that toe into the mat, putting that heel up to the ceiling. So now we're going to do the straight leg lift and the fire hydrant on this side. And then we're just doing that sequence one more time. We're only doing the plank in between, so we're not doing that again. We're going straight to the other side of the body. Okay, fire hydrant this side, same leg. Whew, my glutes are feeling this, I tell you. Okay, switch to the other leg, straight leg lift. Going right back. This last circuit only has the 5 exercises in it to make it a nice even 15 minutes. So we just have to do those moves again and then we're done. Like the 15 minutes is just flying by. When there's sort of no rest time in between and your body just moves the whole time, it's a very efficient way to work out because your body just keeps moving. Okay, fire hydrant. So if you're someone who, is shorter on time or is just efficient with use of time and wants to just sort of keep moving, not really waiting around for the next move, then these are definitely the workouts for you. Okay, so we're going to do that plank saw next, either from the toes or the knees. Okay, so down on those elbows. Try not to lock your hands together. Try to keep those hands parallel so that the arms are parallel. They look like the number 11. And just slow back and forth. And remember, you can definitely do this from the knees. You won't get quite as much movement, but it is possible. Don't give up. You can do it. Okay, rear leg lift on the other side. We just have to finish working this leg and then we are done. So it's the straight leg lift. And we're moving into the fire hydrant in just 5 seconds here. Okay, so bend that knee out to the side. Last move. Last 30 seconds of your workout today. Really make it count. Squeeze that side glute. Yeah, 5 more seconds. Excellent job. You did it. Those 15 minutes were fast. Let me know if you like this sort of, more efficient use of time workout. I'm so glad you joined me today. Share this with others. Subscribe to the channel and grow our Go Simply community. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. Give me a thumbs up if this one burned for you. See you next time.